Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Campaign 2, Episode 8, Part 1. Last we finally find what's at the bottom of the mine. It is the Manticore. Not runs over and brutally, I guess is a good word for it, brutally massacres a baby Manticore. I wasn't even so much as shocked by the killing of it as I was the way in which it was done. Now, everybody in the chat, we watched it in the live stream, everybody was saying how that was tactically a good move, and I guess, yes, it was. I'm just thinking in my mind, if I was playing with a bunch of friends and stuff, that was like the last thing on my mind. I wasn't thinking, all right, tactfully, if we want to do this and accomplish this, what should we do? So I'm thinking like, all right, cool. Like, what's this thing going to do? Why is it down here? It's a Manticore. I don't know if that specifically has something to do with what's going on because they're gnolls that were protecting it. Why did it have a baby? I mean, it could just be what it is and that's it. We're done with it. Or there could be more to it. Why were the gnolls having this Manticore down here? Why were there manacles that were giant and they sounded like it was for the Manticore, but I'm thinking there's a big daddy Manticore. Obviously, there's a daddy Manticore, unless they produce asexually or something like that, which I don't know because Manticores are not my specialty. I thought we for sure could have got something for the Manticore, so we did take the head. And now we got back to Bryce. Bryce is the one that's supposed to pay us for all our gnoll ears and all our saved people and all our bodies. We have a wagon packed. Our horse should be rewarded greatly. The poor horse, I can't even believe it's alive. I thought for sure at some point Matt was going to make that a thing. I guess he still could. Wait, no, because they did. Well, they made it back to Allfield. I don't know. I feel like we should upgrade our horse or get more horses to pull the cart. I did notice this episode is called The Gates of Zadash. So in the live stream, people were asking, where do you think it's going from here? I think I said there's a chance we might make it to Zadash by the end of episode 8. But it looks like we might get there really quick. But then again, oh wait, this is the whole episode. I'm thinking the way I put up the episode, I'm thinking, oh, so we're going to see it right now. But yes, this is overall. So maybe it's like I thought. I thought we might just get to Zadash and maybe start talking about it and entering the town in episode 9, or maybe we'll get to the gates and there's a problem. I don't know. Based on the name, it's got me thinking a little more. The Gates of Zadash, because it's not like we're here. It's like the gates. I feel like when they do things like that in Game of Thrones and stuff, it's because shit's going down and they're not letting us in. The gates are closed. Are we stuck outside as Zadash? Is like something happening? I don't know. Let's find out. These also are going to be the shortest episodes so far, at least. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but that's only because, one, I'm happy. It's Easter. Today is Easter. It's Sunday. It's Easter. I'm doing this because I love you guys and I love this, but my family is all in the other room getting ready for dinner. Oddly enough, the first half of this up to the break is only an hour and 20 minutes. So if I do the hour-long Patreon, that only leaves 10 minutes for the part 1 and 10 minutes for the part 2 for me to do, because then the rest we're going to watch in the live stream. I also watched, even though that is the case in the beginning, after the break, it's still only an hour and 50 minutes. So the live stream will still be 2 hours as well. Either way, that's how I got to do it. So we got the hour-long Patreon exclusive. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, and hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link's at the end. That's where you get the hour-long Patreon. Check it out. If not, here we go. Campaign 2, Episode 8, The Gates of Zadash. Flaming Critical Role.
Welcome back. And welcome back, Laura, when she gets done using the restroom.
Welcome back, Laura.
Where we left off. You guys have been traveling north.
Somebody
Narrow Valley,
did tell me
your way towards the
in a private message.
Along the way, you were passing by the city of Allfield, just past
that Laura just announced she was pregnant.
An incursion
I would have shouted you out. I cannot remember who told me.
Buildings. You rushed in to aid some of the denizens there, jumped in under the watch of Bryce, the watchmaster there, and managed to slay a few, but they managed to escape with a number of bodies and living members of the community. You were then given the opportunity to make some money and to, wreak some proper vengeance for this town by finding out where these gnolls were.
Want to hear the amount of money we
retrieve
have
those
acquired.
who were still living and or the bodies of those that needed to at least be given a proper burial. Along that path, you discovered this underground network of what was an abandoned mine where they had apparently been holing up. While you were traveling down there and battling with these gnolls as you
The whole thing with the Manticore has me like
this individual named Shikasta.
Oh, and then Shikasta, of course, went off into The distance,
And
like
all of
John
you together
Wayne.
managed to make your way through, save a number of lives. Pardon me.
Oh,
Encounter what seems to be
Everything's on, right?
the priest of these Nolish creatures who have been using these members of the town to help feed a mother manticore. To retrieve some of the living members, you managed to get into battle with it, not
Why?
slew the baby manticore, drawing its ire, and you all, by the skin of your teeth, took both the priest and her out.
That's
In
just
doing
hilarious
so,
to
saved
me
the lives of
that
those
we
that were
were
within, retrieved a small
gnolls
bounty of things
were
that were
feeding
caught in the nest,
a manticore.
and the priest's corpse,
for
made your way
what
back to
purpose? Could you tame a manticore?
Upon
Like I was
arrival.
saying to that, I said I would have tamed the baby manticore. Were the gnolls trying to do that?
Anything for that butt shot, Sam?
For the butt shot.
That's Sam's gift to you guys.
Sam's gift to you. is the
Upon
butt
returning, the sun had set. Number of members of the city of
Was that their
Allfield
way of
came
having
to
her
thank you
announce her
for what you've done.
pregnancy?
They
It's
began to come
like,
out in the streets and
I have to piss a
began
lot
make
now.
Small campfires and play music and basically take this moment to both grieve and be thankful that there are individuals who will stand up and show strength in the face of darkness, even this far out on the edges of the empire. In this time, you realize right about now that your new friend Shikasta seems to have vanished from the vicinity. You glance about and at a quick look.
And he
he's
did
out.
the H. He did the H.
Where did Shikasta go?
So did we end it right on that? I can't remember exactly the moment we ended on.
He's like...
Kari is obviously gone. Shikasta did leave.
Maybe he was the traveler.
The Traveler.
What does that mean? The traveler.
Jester
The Traveler.
constantly talks about the
What
Traveler.
does that mean?
It's like a deity.
Well,
That's what I assume
yeah,
it's like.
mostly, yeah.
Like a god, like
Oh.
Ghostbusters.
I mean,
I
it's
think of
many
Ghostbusters
forms.
every time. The
Are you-
Traveler has
do you
come.
worship the
Choose and
Traveler?
perish.
Maybe I'm the traveler.
Maybe I'm the
Maybe she doesn't worship the traveler.
I mean, yeah, sure. I worship him, sure. He's more like my best friend.
Jester, don't you think that if that was the traveler, he would have said like, "Hey, I'm the traveler."
Probably.
He didn't seem very irreverent the way the traveler seems to be.
You know,
How do you know what the traveler's like? Do you hang out with the traveler too?
Bo,
No,
just
but
say
I hang out
yes.
with you.
Oh, right. Well, he's probably not the traveler then.
Like, is
Maybe.
I guess you'd have to go down that hole. I was gonna say, is Jester dumb enough? If Bo just like started spitting bullshit, would Jester be dumb enough to believe it? Like, yeah, the Traveler met him.
Is that your first time killing something? Or somebody?
He was burned alive in front of me.
Yeah, you did that though.
I am well aware that I killed that person. I have nothing else to say. Why is everyone looking at me?
Yeah,
we were just
because you acted weird and you were staring at a Ghost Rider burning body.
kind of went into like a state,
Yeah,
just making sure you're all right.
they described it as Ghost Rider of a real
It
person
was
burning.
terribly grisly.
Well,
His
yeah,
hair was on fire and he burned horribly. Maybe it went a little further than I anticipated. I have killed people before in defense. Yeah. But not like that.
Well, there's one surefire
Not
way to
watching
make
them
sure that
burn
he's
alive.
alive, which is we get drunk on something really expensive
I can't.
and listen to the stories of all the people we just saved. And so you can feel better about everything that just happened.
That's a good idea. Talzin is right. Let's do that.
sounds good.
Yeah, let's do
We're
that.
going to spend a ridiculous amount of the money we just made.
I'm okay
I'm
with
down.
I'm
I'm down, yeah. Even though, like, I want to keep racking up dough.
Items
How much
as
could that
well?
cost us?
50
50 gold for a crazy night tops? I feel like 50 gold will get us
Apparently, I
beers
raised
and
my
shots
hand
all
in
night.
this group. That just happened.
Yeah, see the small of the back.
Yeah, we have a silver ring with a little blue gem on it.
Which is funny because that's like the cost of a healing potion.
Hold on.
So for the cost of a healing potion,
Pace yourself,
we could
all right?
probably party
Yeah,
like
no,
crazy
the bling is gonna
drunks
come your
all
way,
night
all right?
long.
We have a carved wand. Anybody having a wand that is not
Is
carved?
it a stick?
It is.
I like sticks.
Oh shit. Well,
I like stick.
yeah. And we got some chain manacles or some big sons of bitches with a bunch of runes on the cuffs.
I feel like someone's gonna see the rune and go, that was the ancient magic
got
world
one
of
priest.
You did.
legends.
Oh, I'm gonna pull them out. Take a look at them.
Not like that, but something's up with the
They're-
manacles.
It's like the base of them is a soft leather that's been cured and taken care of once you manage to wipe off some of the blood and soot from the remains of the previous owner. But it's a set of goggles that can be comfortably placed over your head, and the glass elements or the lenses of them have like a bluish purple sheen to them.
Would you like to know what they are before you put them on?
Yeah.
Too late, man.
13 ghosts. I love
13
it.
ghosts.
Love it, love it, love it.
Okay.
What does it look like?
13
is it
ghosts
like a
is a
kaleidoscope?
When you place
guilty
them over
pleasure.
Your eyes,
I don't know if I'd
'cause
call it
immediately in the
a
vicinity. There's the few small
great
bonfires
movie.
people have gathered around.
good.
Other than that, it's a dark night sky with stars peeking through the elements of the clouds that have broken apart. It looks like a cloud front is still blowing in from the eastern side of the valley, but from a little bit of the sky, you can see the stars are there. Upon placing the lenses over your eyes, you have clear definition of all the nearby buildings, the dark alleyways. You have very clear
Look
perspective
at her
on
face.
anything that is not
Does
directly being
Bo
lit by
get to keep
firelight,
it, or
and the
we
firelight
share
is
it? I
a
guess we
little
could
too bright.
share it.
Holy shit, you guys. Is this what you can see all the time?
I don't know.
You're
What does
wearing
it
them.
look like?
It's like I got
Night vision, yeah.
Like I can see things.
Look over here.
Yeah.
You look like a nerd.
Oh, he smiled at least. I was gonna say let him get some jollies out. He looks like a sad man right now, Liam.
That's yeah, it's real important.
I can see
Everybody-
shit.
Can I try them on really quick?
Now will he see extra crazy? I feel like he would already see like that, or I feel like he'd already have like way
It
better
tugs
night
all of your
vision than
horn
us.
jewelry and under it in an uncomfortable way.
All right, there we are.
Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
No effect, actually.
No
Yes,
effect.
there's nothing.
That's what I'd figure. I thought maybe it would enhance his night vision. Like, I guess I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how it works.
No.
I don't know what a tiefling sees.
I remember you have an ability to identify it.
I don't have ability. I understand certain magics, and if you want me to explain what those things are before you try them willy-nilly, yes, I can tell
Oh,
you.
then look at the ring that I want.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
May I see it?
Absolutely. Here's the silver ring with a blue gem.
Yeah.
Here's the silver ring with the blue
You
gem.
know, I'm just going to check D&D Beyond to see if yeah, no, you know, I'm all tapped, but
Maybe you could just look at it and see with your smart.
I will tell you something.
He put it in his
He
pocket.
just took the ring.
He totally just took the ring.
I will tell you something. I don't need to have this ring. I can tell you what it is.
Do you have identify as a spell?
I do, but I need a pearl. I say to
Oh.
Ford, I need a very
A pearl, get it from the
somewhat
sea.
valuable
Call up
pearl,
your
and I
sword
can
and
do it
let's
all
have the
day
pearl.
long. I can know what anything.
I know that's
is,
not something that happens.
even though I am
Oh,
tired.
do any of the rings that I have on my
Oh,
fingers
yes,
have a
yes, yes.
pearl
How
on
about the
them?
one that I stole from
Or
her?
yeah, not has to have stolen something.
The ring that would have the pearl on is no longer on your hand, and the one that you have does have set into it a fairly nice pearl.
You have a pearl.
Would you?
Is that worth about 100 gold pieces?
You can certainly try.
Oh yes, let me. Can I
Yeah,
borrow
do
this?
it. Do it.
Okay.
I want it back though.
Okay. I need about. It's not instantaneous, since I am so tired.
Wait,
it takes me a
you
little
just
bit
need a
longer.
pearl?
Wedge out one of.
Or
the
does it
books
take
and
the
that's
pearl? Like, he needs a pearl to do identify.
Table at a bar.
Pub or bar or.
But I thought maybe the pearl would get like destroyed.
I
And
haven't done
100
this in a
gold
while,
that's
and I'm
worth?
excited to do it, but I could hold off a little
I
longer.
require drink and lumbar support.
Yeah.
Okay, I take the book and I close it.
I
and then
require
put it
drink
back.
and lumbar
No, I
support.
have both the ring and the one that Fort gave me. So if it's good for you, you may have it. I'm more interested in executing skill.
Okay. Yeah. Molly, I need something from you.
Yes.
What?
Find us a fucking bar.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Should we just go to the feed and mead?
The feed and mead.
Let's do it.
Or somewhere else?
Yeah,
I hope they have milk.
because the Candle Glow Inn is fucking toast.
I'm going to.
There's
just
got to be.
literally
I
yell at
think,
the top of
didn't
my
Matt
lungs
say
in
there's
the
like
middle
3
of
or
the
4
crowd.
other places?
I'm looking for the best pub in this bloody town.
As soon as you finish screaming, you turn around and
Kroot.
go face to face with
I saw Kroot.
with Kroot, the kind of rather rough-looking dwarf who runs the Feed and Mead where you guys have been staying, and he goes, "Oh, that would be my place where you're staying." All right.
Is it?
Everyone around is like,
No, yeah.
got your attention.
Wait, I want to ask
Leads you guys
though.
back to the familiar.
I'd
Feed
want to
and
go to
Mead,
the
whereas
best
it's
place
empty
though. It's
previously,
probably
you guys are staying
rowdy
there,
and
now there
crazy.
seems
I'd
be
want to
there's a little
fight
bit
a
of
little.
celebration, and that's where you guys
Fight a
are going,
little.
People are following, and it seems the party's kind of going where you're going. So as you enter the place, Kroot seems excited because now all of a sudden there's a burst in clientele.
Pub crawl.
Pub crawl.
And
Oh,
as you begin to order your drinks, many of the various villagers prevent you from paying.
Oh, we don't even have to
For the
pay.
remainder of the evening, your drinks are on the town of Allfields.
Oh, even better. Even better.
Drink.
Drink up. All right, guys, I know that was a short one, but it seems like that's a good place to stop. We are going to start drinking. There are people there. Patrons are paying for our drinks. I thought we were going to get back to Kroot's, just us hanging out. And honestly, I want to see some crazy shit. I want them to go to some other pub, some big crazy bar, kind of like we saw in Vox Machina. Way back, there were clips that they released of episodes of Vox Machina, and one of the first I remember, maybe the first, was them all at a tavern when the dude comes over and they all have that bar brawl. You guys must all know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then I'm shocked you got this far into my videos without having seen that, because I saw that early on and I didn't even know what the heck Vox Machina was. That's kind of what I want right now. I want them to go drink and celebrate and then run into a bunch of tough guy bullies. I don't want them to beat up good people or townspeople, but I assume in every town you got your gang of hooligans. I would get into fights every time I'd go out drinking. It's funny to me because when I was in my 20s, it was normal to go out every night, drink and fight. We would go to bars where there would just always be fights. And I was in very good shape and I drank heavily. I want to see that. I kind of like, that's what I would do. I would work construction all day. I'd go to the gym and lift weights. And then I'd want to go for some beers and beat up bad, shitty bullies. Like, that's what I thought. Because in high school, I was bullied a lot. So maybe it's like a mental thing. And I know people are probably like, that's what it is. And I'm sure you're right. But being bullied in high school and middle school and stuff turned me into this crazy tough guy persona. And then now that I'm an adult and I realize it, I'm just like, well, I don't do that anymore. I sit here and I do this and I tell you guys stories. I don't condone those things. I'm just saying that's what I did because I was young and I thought that's what you did. Now I'm 40 and I sit in a chair and I drink here quietly. I have my shot glass here that's stuck to the table. I had Zambuca, and the Zambuca stuck it to the table. J Story Time. People call it J Story Time now. I probably talk to 50 to 100 of you every week, and you guys know I do my J rants. So either way, we're going to the bar, we're going to drink. Nothing crazy has happened yet of importance. We have a pearl that's 100 gold that Sam gives to Liam. I guess the things you guys could tell me is Liam going to give that pearl back? I know he like jokingly stole the ring, but he's going to identify it with a spell that it takes some time to cast, and he's going to try to use the pearl to do it, or needs the pearl to do it. But I thought in my head that means the pearl would be useless after that. I guess he could give it back to Sam. 100 gold's a lot of money, but I mean, the way we've been killing gnolls and stuff, it's not that big of a deal. We also have some sort of backstory with that. He's talking about how it was just weird to him. Maybe that's all it is, but the fact that they put an emphasis on it makes me think that something more is up with Liam, because he stood there, watched a man burn. They brought it up several times now. I don't know if they're just as curious and weird as me about it, because most of them don't know the backstories, or all of them don't know the backstories of each other. It's only what the whispers tell and what they tell us. So maybe they're just as wanting to know as me, because Liam is being weird about it. It's so possible that he was just being a little weird because it's a human man watching another person burn to death or burn alive. So it could just be him being like, no, that's traumatic. That's it. End of story. Boop. We're done. What's with the manticore? Why were gnolls taking care of a manticore? Like, violent, crazy creatures, like, are they just on the same, like, hey, a manticore is a violent creature like me, so we're buddies? Like, where does that line get drawn? Why were they taking care of a manticore? Why was there a baby? Where is the dad? What is going on? What was the runes? We're going to find out in the Patreon hour. And then part 2, live stream Friday. You guys let me know what you think. You want to see more of what I do, full on edited reactions to all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. That's where you get the hour-long Patreon. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.